Today, East Media takes a deeper dive into the ongoing teacher shortage and how much damage this will do to the future of our students and education as a whole.
We observe the changes happening in the East Counseling Center and what it all means.
And sports reporter Abby Jones explores the highlights from the 50th East North Week.
For all that and more, stay tuned on Torch TV.
Good morning and welcome back to the Columbus East Media Studios and this edition of Torch TV. I'm your host, Cate Roeder, and alongside me is Matthew Degner. Matthew, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm excited for Friday. I'm ready for the weekend. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. This week's Crumble Cookie lineup is on point, and so I'm excited, and the games tonight, so.
Since last year, the East Food Pantry has undergone large operational changes. With the new guidelines, if your family could use food support, please send Mrs. Romansky, Mrs. Gratz, or Mrs. Owens a note through It's Learning so they can help. A variety of pickup options are available and accommodations can be made.
The East Theater Department is holding auditions for East New Musical, Ranked, from August 29th to the 31st after school until 5:30.
As classrooms fill up around the nation, a new shortage is being uncovered, and this time it isn't toilet paper.
The past few years have been a struggle for everyone with COVID and social issues around the world. One of the places we're still struggling is our schools. The ongoing teacher shortage is as pressing as ever. While this issue began surfacing nearly 20 years ago, there has been little to no progress and certainly no answers.
The nationwide teacher shortage has affected students and teachers alike. Everyone's mental health has suffered, along with the quality of the teacher's work environment and the student's quality of education.
Obviously, when a kid is in a class with 35 students compared to a class of 18 students, they're not going to get near as much one-on-one time or scaffolding that they need.
One of the things that people don't really consider is the teachers who are here, their mental health and their stress level. So I think what's really lost is the true care of the teachers that we have.
I'm a pretty anxious person, and so since my class sizes have increased from last year, I've been coming in a lot early or staying a lot later than last year because I am having to prep for a lot more kids. I think last year I had 110 students altogether, and this year I have about, I think, close to 150. So that's almost like putting a whole nother class on top of my schedule.
The source of this decline stems from the simple fact that the number of candidates is too small to keep up with the growing need to fill empty classrooms.
The professional development, the onboarding, the training, making sure everyone has the knowledge they need to school, that is definitely impacted by it. And then, especially at the high school level, if there's turnover, what content areas can the new person teach? Is it the same content areas that the people prior could teach? What flexibility exists and what doesn't within that?
So in particular, like this year, we had one position that we were replacing a teacher, and we only had 3 applicants. 2 of them, they weren't the right fit for East, and then the one candidate didn't have the experience that we were looking for, so we ended up hiring someone who at that time didn't have licensing in secondary, had licensing in elementary.
Even though the needs for teachers are greater than ever, current staff continue to remain hopeful in the face of this growing issue.
My additional hope,
I hope
that we can continue to work with young students to get them interested in the field of education.
people get a spark for wanting to teach and they become teachers, hopefully.
That some way we have an opportunity to help teachers manage all of that, but if I can find out the answer to it, it'd be $1 million question. I wouldn't be sitting here.
Hopefully in the next few years we have some answers and solutions for our students and teachers alike.
Are there any answers or solutions that could help fix the teacher shortage?
There are no easy answers. It comes down to poor working conditions for teachers, whether that be poor pay, large classroom numbers, poor benefits, and little help for the intense mental health issues that can stem from the high stress of this job.
We've seen a multitude of change recently here at East, but one of the largest is taking place in the counseling office, whereas there has not only been a change in leadership, but also a new staff member, Mr. Hansen. He has been promoted to a new leadership position, and our new counselor, Mrs. Meeks, has stepped in to fill the gap left by Mrs. Beck. Our school year has started off on an amazing foot, in no small part because of the hard work the counseling office has made to make this change seamless and simple for the students.
I have to be more directly concerned with how my department operates, just sort of the general broad things that we do. Making sure that flows well, making sure that my office is running smoothly, making sure that everybody's happy. You know, when I was just a regular counselor before, I didn't really have to worry about that. I just worried about myself. So really it just means just kind of expanding my responsibilities in the department, making sure we're doing what we're supposed to do. I do interact with our central office a little bit more, work with our principal a little bit more. So it's not a massive change, but it does mean I just have a few additional responsibilities, and I have to be concerned with the welfare of my department.
In the past, I was a special education teacher. I have been a life skills teacher for middle school and high schoolers, and then I was an LRC teacher for elementary. So the fact that I'm not in the classroom assisting kids, helping them with their academics, now I'm helping make schedules and helping with anything that they need personally or family-wise. So I do really like to get to know kids and what they want to do with their life, and you know, everybody's getting to this stage where they think about the future, and so it gets a little bit more personal and a little bit more specific, and kids are more motivated to do things. So I think that is really cool.
After the break, East Media takes a look at the local farmers market and its impact on small businesses.
We also look at how the band is preparing for finals this year and how their expectations are heightened after last year's successful season.
All that and more on Torch TV.
Drug abuse is a problem that plagues America's adolescents. Among 12th graders, close to 2 in 10 reported using prescription medication without prescription. Drugs are brutal on young bodies, and they affect brain development, as well as contribute to the formation of adult health problems, such as heart disease and sleep disorders. Not all of the effects of drug abuse can be seen physically, and anyone can be a victim. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 1-800-662-4357 to seek help. Let's review how to be a respectful and safe driver in our student parking lot. Watch out for pedestrians who are walking in the road. Park within the yellow lines. Play music at an appropriate volume. Dispose of your trash properly in the bins put around the parking lot. Thank you for making our parking lot a safer and cleaner place.
Torch TV. Before we get into our next stories, we have a few announcements for you. Seniors have a graduation info meeting during advisory on September 9th in the auditorium. Cap and gown orders will need to be submitted the week after on September 15th outside the counseling office.
The Indiana Latino College Career Education Summit and the Historically Black Colleges and Universities Fair are both coming up and are available for East students. Information can be found on Parent Square as well as your Classes It's Learning page.
The Columbus, Indiana Farmers Market has been running for multiple years, and the community of Columbus always supports them each Saturday during the summer. This year, the Farmers Market started on May 7th and will run until September 17th. So there's many more chances to go to the Farmers Market and help out local businesses. It is open to the public from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., but some vendors get there as early as 6 a.m. to set up.
It's a really, really busy morning, so we're out there usually around 5:30, 6 a.m., making sure the weather's good, making sure the parking lot is nice and clean, and then vendors start rolling in. It comes into like a totally empty parking lot. They start setting up their tents. They have trucks and trailers they sell off of, and then they do that setup process, and we like to have everybody set up by 8 a.m.
All the vendors put in endless amounts of effort and hard work so they can help the community. And even with the construction going on, they still manage to always have a good turnout.
We wanted it to be the place to be on Saturday mornings. So it's the place where you can go, grab a cup of coffee, listen to some good live music, grab some fresh local produce, and also check out some really fun local artists.
Small businesses.
Last spring, both the North and East Marching Band programs joined forces to make a larger, combined BCSC band titled The Sound and Spirit of Columbus. Following a 2-week-long summer band camp and countless hours of rehearsal at the beginning of the school year, the band made its competition debut last September. And from there, they were able to advance through ISSMA state regionals into semifinals. Unfortunately, they did not advance to the state finals at the Bands of America Grand National Championships. They did not advance past the preliminary competition, finishing their season as a band with success under their belts. Now coming into the second season, this fall, senior members of the band hope to continue building the program and bettering the show.
This year, compared to last year, the energy, immediately, day one, it was the first May rehearsal, we did band, and I realized these freshmen, these new kids, they've never done sport, have tons of energy. It just felt like we had so much power to just keep pushing through. So having that energy to start us out and then getting to band camp, I feel we were able to plow through sets and have super good ethic and pace.
Knowing that we didn't make it on in either like ISMA State or BOA semifinals, it really has kind of pushed me to lead my section more and guide them just to help us grow as a section, and knowing that we're growing as a section, that hopefully all the other section leaders are doing the same and growing their sections, so that directors can just take it and weave it all together, and so we're just one great band. But I've really been trying to push my mellows like, come on guys, we gotta get to state this year. We gotta get to semifinals, like this is our year.
With the energy from the less experienced members, and then the skill, talent, and the fact that most everyone's taking private lessons in the higher like seniors and juniors, we have almost the right blend to be able to put it all together and make it right. If we keep up the work, keep up the energy, and keep everyone pushing. I want to be able to push people and make them think, oh, well, think about the energy we had that year. Think about the power, the drive, the whatever we had that year, and maybe have some kind of attachment to that more than, oh, we made it to this statistical thing under this. Because no one's going to remember numbers. People's going to remember how they feel. And that's what I want.
Best of luck to our band. Now let's go to Abby with sports.
It's Northeast Week, and there have been a ton of games so far. We've got girls varsity golf, boys varsity tennis, girls JV and varsity soccer, boys and girls varsity cross country, boys JV and varsity soccer, girls varsity volleyball, and boys varsity football. Tonight is the big East-North game, and this will be the 50th East-North game we've had. Jacob Goose joins us to talk with us about the game. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, it's great. How do you guys prepare for a big game like this?
So, right after Whiteland, about 12 hours in the morning, we're up, we're in the pool, we're watching film. Monday, we're running through plays, and Tuesday through Thursday, we're out on the field, we're hitting the turf, we're just going at it.
Nice, lots of hard work from all football players. Obviously, there's going to be a big turnout with the student section tonight. So what was your favorite Spirit Week theme?
My favorite theme was probably the Adam Sandler Day. It was really funny to see a lot of the girls in the school dress up like I do every day.
Nice. Any advice you have to give to yourself or the players before you take down the Bulldogs tonight?
This really just goes out to all the East, the students watching, the parents watching. Just get some good energy tonight. It's a new year, it's a new season, and it's going to be a new dub up on that board.
Awesome. Well, thanks for talking with us. And remember, tonight at 7, the 50th East-North Games, the student section theme is camo. Make sure you have your tickets. Show up and support your Olympians and take down the Bulldogs. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Abby. That's all we have for today. For Matthew, Abby, and the rest of the Torch TV crew, I'm Cate Roeder. Thanks for watching Torch TV.
Remember to take care of yourself, others, and the place. And as always, try to be the best part of somebody's day.